Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. I'm Shreya Dhondiyal. Is our passport that bears the stamp of the Indian Republic and comes to us after multiple layers of verification a proof of our Indian citizenship or not? Well, for us, it is, and for the law, it isn't. And that is where there is a full-blown showdown between the government and the opposition this evening. Now, yesterday, ladies and gentlemen, the Ministry of External Affairs on Passport Seva Divas told the country what the law says, that our passport is a mere travel document and not a proof of our citizenship. Now, that may not be our general understanding, but that is the law of the land. After all, for all of us, the passport is the most authoritative document that the Republic issues. It bears the name of our country. And when we travel abroad, it's our only proof that we are Indian citizens. It is based on that sentiment this evening, ladies and gentlemen, that the opposition has opened fire on the government.
पासपोर्ट इशू करने से पहले जो सरकार जांच करती है, जो पुलिस वाला घर आता है, वो क्यों आते हैं? और क्या इससे माना जाए कि हिंदुस्तान का पासपोर्ट गैर हिंदुस्तानियों को भी इशू हो सकता है? पासपोर्ट नागरिकता का प्रमाण नहीं है, तो नागरिकता का प्रमाण है क्या? मोदी जी का चरण वंदन।
वे लोग जो भारत के नागरिक नहीं हैं, क्या उनको भारत सरकार पासपोर्ट दे रही है? पासपोर्ट कौन देता है? पासपोर्ट भारत की सरकार देती है, और ये एक ऐसा एक दस्तावेज है जो विदेश के सरकार भी इसको तवज्जो देते हैं। तो क्या मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ एक्सटर्नल अफेयर्स ये कहना चाहती है कि वे लोग जो भारत के नागरिक नहीं हैं उनको भी पासपोर्ट दिया जाता है?
जिस राह पर देश जा रहा है, अब ऐसा लगता है कि आने वाले दिनों में बीजेपी का मेंबरशिप का कार्ड सिटीजनशिप का हो जाएगा।
This is a joke. I think the MEA is confused and the minister needs to be sacked for his mess up in foreign policy and now constant mess ups like this and the trouble he is giving to Indian citizens abroad.
Every time they come up with something new and it confuses the people of India who want to prove their citizenship. At this rate, the people are only going to be confused and there are going to be too many questions in their mind.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, the government on its part is flummoxed at what they say is the opposition's appetite to generate a controversy where none exists. They say fact is that the law is very clear. Citizenship flows from the Constitution and it flows from the Citizenship Act and not the Passport Act. The two are different things. After all, under the Passport Act, under exceptional circumstances, even non-Indians can be issued an Indian passport. Moreover, the courts have applied their mind to the matter. And in 2013, the Mumbai High Court was very clear when it said that passport cannot alone be proof of citizenship. The government says the law has been the same for the last 70 years. We have not changed it in the last 12 years. Then why is the opposition attacking us?
हाँ, वो तो एक स्टेटस का मामला है। तो MEA की तरफ से जो बताया गया है वो एक प्रक्रिया को बताया। पासपोर्ट तो होना चाहिए, लेकिन पासपोर्ट अकेले से आपका जो नागरिकता है वो नहीं बताता है। उसके लिए और बियॉन्ड जो रिक्वायरमेंट है उसके बारे में बताया।
Congress party, Owaisi and others unnecessarily are trying to muddy the waters with their manufactured outrage. They used to say that CA will take away the citizenship and the rights of Indian Muslims. They keep creating this kind of false narrative and false sense of panic, and their habit continues even today.
देखिए, सिटीजनशिप के बारे में जिस तरह की बात की जाती है, ये तो करीब 60 के दशक में तभी ये रूल कांग्रेस की तरफ से ही कहा गया था। ट्रैवल डॉक्यूमेंट ही है, पासपोर्ट और क्या है? अगर मान लीजिए पासपोर्ट तो कई लोगों को सरकार देती है, तो वो सिटीजन ही होंगे, ऐसा नहीं है।
Yet, none of them alone is proof of citizenship. Then what is? Well, for me, I'm lucky it is my birth certificate, but that's only because I was born before 1987. For the rest, even that alone will not be accounted for. Yes, it's an absurd situation. Why can India not have one national ID? Is it an idea whose time has come? That's the debate this evening. But before that, amidst this passport controversy, ladies and gentlemen, the government of India has decided to increase the passport fee that is set to change from July 1st. This is a notification that has just come in from the Ministry of External Affairs. Therefore, these are the revised rates. The cost of a 36-page passport will be 2,500 rupees under the normal scheme, 5,000 rupees under Tatkal. A 60-page passport will cost 3,500 rupees now. Tatkal, 6,000. Charges for replacement or lost damaged passports has also been increased. However, ladies and gentlemen, the government has announced a 10% fee discount on fresh passport applications for children up to 8 years of age and senior citizens above the age of 60. My guest this evening, Charu Pragya, spokesperson of the BJP. Good evening. Veena Sikri, former High Commissioner of India to Bangladesh. Thank you very much. Brijesh Kalappa, spokesperson of the Congress, and Advocate Anmol Panwar, spokesperson of the Aam Aadmi Party, joining us here in the studio. Thank you all very much. Advocate Anmol Panwar, bhai panic kyun fela rahe hain? The point is कि Modi government has not changed the rules. They have suddenly not decided that passport is not proof of citizenship. Then why is the opposition creating such a hue and cry over it?
Good evening, Shreya ji. Shreya ji, 134 crore Indians having Aadhaar card, 97 crore having voter card, 15 crore having passport, people who have PAN card, driving license, domicile certificate, they are not citizens of India. उन्हें नागरिकता का प्रमाण उनके पास कोई नहीं है. You were referring to a judgment of the Bombay High Court, but there's also a judgment of the Honorable Supreme Court, Menka Gandhi versus Union of India, 1978, which said that issuance of passport is based on conclusive proof that the holder is an Indian national. So how can we consider a judgment of the Honorable High Court when the Supreme Court of our country have already decided that an Indian national is only granted passport? और अगर ये नागरिकता का प्रमाण नहीं है, तो आज भारतवासियों के पास नागरिकता का कोई प्रमाण नहीं है. अब अगर मोदी जी ठप्पा लगाएंगे तो ही भारतीय माना जाएगा. बीजेपी कहेगी, ईडी पार्टी कहेगी तो ही भारतीय माना जाएगा, वरना भारतीय नहीं माना जाएगा.
This is rhetoric. This is rhetoric.
No, this is reality.
No, this
then
is
tell
rhetoric.
me which document should one rely on to say that I am an Indian?
That is the question. But the rhetoric cannot be क्या RSS अब citizenship के ठप्पे लगाएगी. That cannot be the rhetoric.
यही हाल कर दिया इन अनपढ़ों ने.
नहीं,
इन अनपढ़ों ने.
Now you listen to me. You
यही हाल
have
कर
quoted
दिया
the
देश
Supreme
का.
Court. You have quoted the Supreme Court here. Yes, before a passport is issued, Advocate Anmol Panwar, the government of India and the Ministry of External Affairs need to satisfy themselves 100% that we indeed are Indian citizens. I agree with you there. The Supreme Court is very clear there. But the Passport Act also says that under exceptional circumstances, non-Indian citizens can also be given a passport. Then how can a passport be treated as proof of citizenship? आप मुझे बताइए. मैं यही कह रही हूँ, ये मोदी गवर्नमेंट ने तो पिछले 12 साल में चेंज नहीं किया. 70 साल से तो रूल और लॉ सेम है ना. तो अभी आप क्यों हंगामा मचा रहे हैं? अभी क्यों उठ के हंगामा मचा रहे हैं?
No, but when the highest court of our country has very categorically said that passport is a conclusive proof that we are Indians, then how can we rely on any rule or any judgment of a subordinate court which says that passport is not a conclusive proof of Indian citizenship? मुझे जवाब दे दीजिए. Is there any individual who can say that I am above the Supreme Court? Or is there any judgment which has overruled this judgment of the 1978 Menka Gandhi versus Union of India?
No. The Supreme Court nowhere has said that the passport is an absolute proof of Indian identity.
Should I read it again?
Yes, please do. I'll be very happy for you to read it, because I have Charu Pragya, who's also an advocate, who will respond to you, because that is not my understanding of the law. Boliye.
Issuance of passport is based on conclusive proof that the holder is an Indian national.
हाँ.
इससे प्रूफ नहीं होता और क्या होता है ये बताइए. क्या इंडियन नेशनल को ही तो पासपोर्ट दिया जा रहा है? यही तो जजमेंट कह रहा है.
चारू, respond to that.
Shreya, good evening. You know, it is actually sad today that Anmol writes advocate before his name and he has not bothered to read through the Citizenship Act. This act, which has existed since 1967 and 1955, and this act is the one which determines how you can ensure someone is a citizen of India. And Anmol, you know, if you are going to selectively quote the statements of various courts, let me break things down and make it easy. Shreya, I'm going to simplify this debate and we are not going to get lost in legal jargon. Point number one, there has been no change in law at all. Since 1955, no change in law. Our citizenship is still determined in the same way. Minor changes were made only during CAA. We'll get to that. Point number two, a passport can be a document which supports you being a citizen. But in India, there is no one magic document which says that if you possess that, you become a citizen of this country. We're not the only country in the world.
वो होना चाहिए one document.
Conclusive proof.
कितने documents रखेंगे हम लोग?
But लेकिन agreed. But Shreya, that is a different discussion. Agreed Shreya. I agree with you, but that is a completely different debate and we can get into that. Absolutely, and Aadhaar is something which started to bring India to a point which takes us closer to that. But Aadhaar is also a proof of identity. This identity can also be given to a foreign national residing in our country. And if you remember, even recently during the SIR exercise, the Supreme Court held that Aadhaar also cannot be used as a proof, conclusive proof of citizenship in our country. And we have multiple documents, I agree, but it has to be a combination of these multiple documents. Plus, you have to get to a point where you can prove your citizenship either by birth, which is your birth certificate, the birth of your parents by descent, by registration in our country, by naturalization if you apply for citizenship. And all of this is listed out in the Citizenship Act and it has remained exactly that since 1967. See, the problem of the opposition is कि जब उनको कुछ समझ में नहीं आता ना, तो वो फैब्रिकेट करने लगते हैं कहानियां, जैसे अभी अनमोल करने की कोशिश कर रहा था. If you read the judgment of 2013 of Bombay High Court, it has very clearly stated that it has to be Anmol. The law doesn't Anmol. Dekho, let's stick to a constitutional and legal point here, right? You want to change the law, there is a process for that. But as of today, this is where the law stands. Your citizenship is determined only by the Citizenship Act. Only by the Citizenship Act, and that has nothing to do with your passport, because a passport can also be given under extreme and different circumstances to people who are not citizens of India. It is a travel document, like Aadhaar is a document of identity, like a voter ID card is just a document which says you can vote in this country. But a combination of these, and by showing the other provisions listed out in our Citizenship Act, that's how you determine a citizenship.
Okay. You know, the BJP can argue, the BJP can argue till the cows come home, and their argument is well rooted in law. I'm not doubting that. They can argue ki bhai, this is the Citizenship Act, this is the Passport Act. It has not been changed in 170 years. But the fact is, if a citizen is told that a passport is not proof of your Indian citizenship, that is not how I look at my passport. When I look at my passport, what do I see? I see that it bears the name of my republic. It bears the stamp of my country. If I go abroad, how will I, if someone asks me whether I'm an Indian citizen or not at immigration, how do I prove it? I show my passport. So the law can say something, public sentiment is one thing, and the way the MEA probably communicated, what it wanted to communicate was, well, they did a pretty bad job of it.
Is that for me?
Yes, Veena ji, that's for you.
Sorry. Okay. No. Well, thank you. Thank you for inviting me on your program. I want to say very clearly that I don't think at all that MEA did a bad job of it. Not at all. MEA was very factual. And the fact of the matter is that the Citizenship Act is administered by the Home Ministry. So under the Government of India allocation of business rules, all matters concerning citizenship are administered by the Home Ministry, and the Passport Issuing Authority is the Ministry of External Affairs. Correct. So there's no way in which anything that the Ministry of External Affairs does can constitute a proof of citizenship, because that is not within its remit under the allocation of business rules. So this is, maybe it's sounding a bit bureaucratic, but that is the reality. And that is how government works. It has worked like this for the last 75 years, since the very beginning of the Republic of India. And that is how it works. So I think that we do have all the decisions of the Supreme Court, etc. And I think now, presently, the decision to have a national citizenship register is the nearest that we are getting towards having a citizenship.
Good point.
Identification.
Good point,
So
because that can be a solution. Can that be a solution? Or will it end up being a bigger problem? सवाल वहां पे भी उठेगा वीना जी. Veena ji, I am going to take that question to the Congress spokesperson here. But is it, एक minute, is it not an absurd situation? When I or anyone else in this country applies for passport, oh my God, the amount of documentation and papers sought for is almost like I'm joining,
Yes,
you know, the secret services, है ना?
Yes.
Birth certificate, Aadhaar card, education certificate, school passing certificate, दुनिया भर के certificates we are asked for. Then there are verifications, ma'am. Then there are verifications. पुलिस भी आती है आपके घर में verify करने के लिए. Now, after all of this, I get my passport, and yet if the law tells me that the passport is not proof of citizenship, that's not how an Indian citizen will look at it.
This depends on the law of the land, because there are countries like USA and UK that say yes, a passport is a proof of citizenship. In fact, in the USA, if the birth date on your passport is as good as any birth certificate, so that is like it's a substitute. So, but other countries like France, Germany, South Korea, they also have a similar law that a passport is not a proof of citizenship, it is only a travel document. So there are countries which have laws of different kinds, and India falls in that group of countries.
Is it time for us to change our law then?
No, but that is a point for consideration. That's for the government, parliament, etc., all to consider and decide. But I'm only reflecting what is the situation today. That the Ministry of External Affairs cannot have anything to do with citizenship. That is
I know you wanted to come in.
Yes. I'll just quote several facts. In Lal Babu Hussain versus Electoral Registration Officer 1995, the Honorable Supreme Court unequivocally held that electors whose name appear on the electoral roll are entitled to a presumption of citizenship, and this presumption cannot be displaced except by following procedure described by law. Secondly, under Section 6(2)(a) of the Passport Act 1967, passport authorities are required to refuse issuance of passport if the applicant is not a citizen of India. At the same time, the government's passport manual describes a passport as an identity and travel document that provides evidence of holder's nationality. ये manual आपका ही है जो कहता है कि passport is a conclusive evidence of proof. And in 2008, there's a Delhi High Court judgment dealing with a passport-related case. Court categorically said that treated the grant of Indian passport as a significant factor while examining a citizenship dispute, describing passport as a document evidencing nationality. So you are selectively relying on a High Court's judgment. However, there exist several judgments of the Honorable Supreme Court as well as Delhi High Court which says that passport is a conclusive proof. And please enlighten us, and I'll apologize if you prove me wrong if there's any judgment which has overruled these all judgments.
Pragya.
So, Shreya, no, we come back to the point of law. Yes, there are interpretations, and interpretations according to Anmol, he says that passport is a proof of citizenship, but it is not conclusive. That's exactly what we've been saying. It is supportive, yes, but it has to be supported and it has to be met by the conditions which are written down in the Citizenship Act. And I am spelling this out in the simplest possible manner. The conditions in the Citizenship Act are very clear and very precise, and they have to be met. If they are met and your passport also has been issued to you, that is fantastic. You are a citizen of India. But if you have a travel document from India, but the conditions of the Citizenship Act have not been met, then you cannot be considered a citizen of our country. It's as simple as that. And I don't know why the opposition is finding it so difficult to draw on this distinction. And this distinction is very important. As ma'am rightly said, I was just listening to her statement. Yes, we are in the process of building a national registrar GDPR of citizens, and that will probably take us one step closer to having one single document, and I think we should get there soon. But till that happens, this is where the law stands, Shreya. Trying to create a controversy where none exists is actually very irresponsible of the opposition.
Brijesh
And
Kalappa,
Anmol, you know, you had your chance to speak.
Brijesh Kalappa, we'll come on the NRC part in just a bit, but first respond to the charge that the BJP is making that the opposition has a great appetite for creating controversies where none exist. Passport Act under Congress government, Citizenship Act under Congress government. Nothing has changed in the last 12 years of the Modi government. The rules and the law remains the same. Then why are you blaming the government for stating a fact?
You see, Shreya, what has happened is, what has substantively changed after 2014 is that the government of India has declared war on certain citizens of our country. And this is the real problem. And this is why they are facing flack from every quarter today. So the first thing is when they introduce CAA. The second part is when they introduce SIR. And today when they say that the passport is not going to be treated as something which signifies your citizenship. They have earlier said that the Aadhaar is not proof of citizenship, the PAN is not proof of citizenship, the voter ID card is not proof of citizenship, the bank passbook is not proof of citizenship, ration card, no, domicile card, no, if you're a government employee also, no, even if you have property papers, no, even if you're born in the same country, still no, right? So ultimately what it has done is, today the government of India has declared war on its own citizens and wants each of the citizens to be in a state of panic and to feel helpless at all times. This was not the situation prevailing before 2014. Why has this all begun now? It has begun only because the polity of the country has changed. The government doesn't trust its own citizens. The government feels that citizens are somebody who can be easily dispensed with. They don't have any respect for their own citizens, and this is the real problem. This is something which we must all deeply understand.
Veena ji has a solution.
Today they are saying the passport is not there. Very well, the Passport Act is different, the Citizenship Act is different. That's all right, that's a legalistic point. But every single document which I have just read out now, every single document is being discounted. Every single document, no, we don't consider this. Why? Because the government wants us to tattoo on our chests, I love Modi or Modi ki jai or something like that. Because beyond this, there is nothing else in the whole thing to say that, look, this is not a citizen and that doesn't signify your citizenship.
Charu wants to say something and then I'll come to you with the NRC question. Charu, quick response and then we'll get on to the NRC question.
And and I don't want to get into rhetoric, but straight questions to the Congress spokesperson. Because no law has changed since 2014, before that, what had you stamped on your forehead? I love Manmohan Singh or I love Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi. So if you had no need to stamp anything on your forehead then, why are you talking like this today? Point number 2, you mentioned the CAA. CAA has nothing to do with Indian citizens at all. It was only to naturalize these people who were coming into India seeking a shelter and a home because they had been outcast from their own country. So don't please equate the two. The problem here is that if they cannot come up with any concrete argument or solution to issues which exist, they go round and round in rhetorics like Anmol is doing, like the Congress spokesperson is doing. I challenge you, tell me one law about citizenship that has been amended in the last 12 years in our country. None has. And if then you did not have the courage and audacity to stamp Rahul Gandhi on your forehead and roam around, I don't know why you're using this kind of language today.
You have not answered any question. I stated law. I stated law.
She has called
but you have resorted to rhetorics.
And I stated law right back to you. Why don't you open the Citizenship Act? Why
don't you prove me wrong on the judgments of the Honorable Supreme Court and High Court?
I understand.
Acha, let's move on. So what is the solution? We all agree, I think all of us can agree that these 10 IDs honestly are a headache for citizens, and if all these 10 IDs are not proof of our citizenship, then we need one proof of our citizenship, right? One nation, one proof. I think we can all agree on that. Will NRC solve that problem for us, Mr. Brijesh Kalappa? But the fact is, the opposition parties are so hell-bent against creating a national citizenship register. What is the problem if a country documents all its citizens? Problem kya? It will solve our problem.
The problem.
Ek minute. Let Mr. Kalappa come in, then I'll come to you. Yes, Mr. Kalappa.
You see, yeah, Shreya, the real problem is not about the country and its citizens, where the country doesn't trust its own citizens, right? Consequently, the citizens also don't trust the people who are running the country. Now, this is the whole problem. Problem with an NRC is that the government of today, that is the Modi Sarkar, doesn't trust its own citizens. Where is the proof or where is the guarantee that even if there is an NRC which is created, the government will still raise questions regarding that and say, no, I want certain people only in it. I don't want certain people. The point is about exclusion, because this government is all about exclusion. What have they done in the SIR exercise? They've been winning elections only by exclusion. What is the difference of margin of votes under which Mamata Banerjee has lost? Just about a lack of votes. The point is that these people have been excluded. 31 lakh have been excluded by way of SIR. How does the BJP win elections if they don't do this? So the idea is to exclude. When the idea is to exclude, even if you have an NRC, that is not going to answer the problem. Problem is that they want to exclude and win elections. So this is the real problem. The polity is the problem, not the the NRC or the Aadhaar or the passport. This is the real problem.
The problem is the chadhawa chores, the chanda chores, the zameen घोटालेबाज जो प्रभु श्री राम के नहीं हो पाए, वो देश के क्या हो पाएंगे? जिन्होंने राम नाम पे वोट मांगा और फिर वहीं पे चढ़ावे में चोरी कर ली, जमीन घोटालेबाजी कर ली, चंदे में चोरी कर ली, and these cowards are not even appearing on debates. ये जवाब भी नहीं दे रहे कि इतना ज्यादा भ्रष्टाचार हुआ, हजारों करोड़ रुपए का वहां पे गबन हुआ और ये चुप है. कैसे जनता इन पे विश्वास कर ले?
That is your argument on passport, Ram.
No, my argument is these people are illiterates. They shield rapists. They shield terrorists. They all are literally criminals. ये वो लोग हैं जो चाहते नहीं है कि देश का युवा पढ़ पाए. That is why even after 93 paper leaks, they are not taking any action. The education minister is sitting silently. The prime minister is not taking any action. They are taking our country. They are taking our country into darkness.
What does that have to do with citizenship?
No, that's
and passports.
That's
अनमोल कुछ
भी नहीं. ये हकीकत है देश की. ये असली मुद्दों पे चर्चा ही नहीं चाहते. They want to divert the attention from real issues. The real issue is paper leak. The real issues is Ram Mandir में चंदा चोरी.
अरे सुनो, is the opposition helping them then? Because this issue is, this issue is also not an issue that has too much legs. There is a sentiment behind it, I understand that, but legally speaking, the government is absolutely correct. तो अब मतलब असली मुद्दों से तो आप ही ध्यान भटका रहे हैं.
Legally speaking, I have stated many judgments of the Honorable Supreme Court. Please tell me that which law or which rule would be higher than this judgment of the court.
Veena ji, can I ask you a quick question? And I ask you this question. Okay. Can I ask you a quick question as a citizen of this country and a right-minded citizen of this country? Look, the NRC that you suggested is going to be highly controversial and it is going to take a lot of time. तो वो तो हो ना हो किसी को पता नहीं. Till then, should the government of India actually move to amend the Citizenship Act to say, all right, your passport, if you have one, is your proof of citizenship, your one single proof of citizenship that you can just show anywhere and prove that you're an Indian citizen. क्योंकि अभी तो वैसा ही है, मतलब under law हो ना हो, on the ground, that's our only proof of citizenship, right?
I think that it's going to be very difficult to amend the Citizenship Act because once you open up that Pandora's box, it will be very difficult. I think one point which everybody is completely pushing under the carpet is that all these problems have arisen because of the very, very large number of illegal immigrants that have come to India over the decades. And the SIR, the Supreme Court has said that it's a constitutionally mandated process. And they said there's nothing wrong with what has happened under the SIR. It needs to be done from time to time to correct affects the electoral rolls. So I would say that in each of these cases, whether it's the Aadhaar fake cards or the voter fake cards, because it is the people who are issuing these fake documents because of the large number of illegal immigrants that are coming in. And I think that many of the actions taken by the government, for example, now to have detention centers, so the people living in West Bengal are now voluntarily going back because they don't want to go to a detention center. They know they'll be made a proclaimed offender and it'll be very difficult for them to come back. So slowly and slowly, the way out is to make implementation of your own. There have been no change in rules at all. I fully accept that. But the implementation has to be made more and more foolproof to prevent illegal immigrants from benefiting wrongly.
Absolutely. We don't want illegals in this country. No. No one wants illegals in this country.
No one wants illegal immigrants, but who stopped this government? BSF is under their control, Home Ministry is under their control. They have governments in 22 states. In the center, they have government. On 14th May 2014, the Prime Minister of our country, in addressing a rally in West Bengal, very categorically said कि 14 दिन में बैग पैक करके इन्हें वापस भेज दूंगा. In 2021, the Honorable Supreme Court stated कि भाई इन सबको बाहर निकालो. कहां थी सरकार 12 साल से? किसने रोका हुआ था? Who stopped them? हमने रोका था क्या जाके? या कांग्रेस या किसी भी पार्टी या एसपी या जो भी पार्टियां हैं ऑपोजिशन की, किसी भी पार्टी ने उन्हें रोका था कि भाई आप इलीगल इमिग्रेंट्स को बाहर मत जाने दो?
Charu, the law aside, is there an understanding in the BJP and the government that there is a sentiment which finds it absolutely absurd that a passport should not be proof of Indian citizenship, irrespective of what the law says?
So, Shreya, first let me just thank Veena ma'am for spelling out the obvious. All of these issues are being discussed today because we are at a point where actual governments were officially facilitating the entry of illegal immigrants into our country and helping them attain fake identification so they could vote in Indian elections.
उनको passport तो नहीं दिला पाई ना वो
established fact.
Passports तो नहीं दिला पाएंगे ना आप illegals को.
मैं passport पर आ रही हूँ श्रेया. Shreya, agreed. मैं आगे बढ़ के आपको बता रही हूँ. See, when all the documents are interconnected, है ना, एक document लेने के लिए आपको दूसरे document का सहारा लेना पड़ता है. The government has to become really vigilant, and that is what we are doing now. We are becoming really vigilant. All that conversation about SIR that the Congress spokesperson wanted to get into, sir, you're talking about lakhs of people. If lakhs of people had actually been disenfranchised, now they would have been on the streets in our country, and Shreya would have invited at least 50 of them into her studio by now. That has not happened, which just basically says that all your propaganda has gone up in the air. The important point here is, Shreya, you're absolutely right. All the processes need to be simplified, and I'm very certain the government is going to get down to doing it. Yes, we should have a simple process of applying for a passport, a simpler process of establishing our citizenship apart from the act which already exists, but that cannot take away from the fact that as of today, as on date, the act is all we have, and all the criteria in the act have to be met for a person to be declared a citizen of India, and it doesn't matter what the opposition talks about and goes around in circle and circle.
The constitution has been changed before, it can be changed now.
Discussion. I would like, yes, and I am not disagreeing with you, Shreya, at all. And I would call a spade a spade. I agree. Processes have to be made easier. But for processes to be made easier, the opposition also needs to learn some respect, restraint and loyalty to the country. You cannot go around crying every single time a reform is introduced. They went around crying for CAA for God's sake.
So Brijesh
Kalappa to do with Indian citizens.
and Brijesh Kalappa and Advocate Anmol Panwar's party have to promise on this show that if the government goes to parliament and says we are moving towards one nation, one national identity, you support it. आप अपना अड़ंगा ना लगाएं दोबारा. हर चीज में अड़ंगा लगाते हैं आप लोग.
First, they must promise to the nation that they won't betray the students, they won't betray every section of society who is feeling helpless today because of their misgovernance. That's reality. अरे 60 करोड़ लोग.
I want a promise.
बच्चे परेशान हैं. जो वादा करते थे कि हम इलीगल इमिग्रेंट्स को बाहर निकालेंगे, their own minister
Hardeep Puri will have a problem with it.
Flats was settling them in flats. ये तो घर लेके दे रहे थे उन्हें. इन पे क्या भरोसा किया जाए?
नहीं तो अनमोल पनवर, you are not
जिन्होंने राम जी के चंदे में चोरी कर ली, चढ़ावे में चोरी कर ली, उनको कोई भरोसा ही नहीं है.
You will criticize the government and you will criticize the MEA.
Criticize the government on facts.
Okay, but if the government moves to make the lives of citizens easier by saying one nation, one identity,
ये और लाइव्स ऑफ सिटीजंस ईजियर। क्या बात कर रहे हो आप? आतंकवादी कभी ऐसी बात कर सकता है कि वो शांति की बात करे? ऐसा हो सकता है? देखा है कभी?
I don't think you can call the government of this country Atangwadi. Please, not in this show.
The government of this country Atangwadi, but they are the ones who shielded Dhruv Saxena.
Please.
They was the ones who shielded Mohammad Sohail. They were the ones who shielded Tayyab Hussain. All were the members of Bharatiya Janata Party. They all were terrorists. Linked with ISI.
नहीं, ठीक है. We are done with the debate. I say this. One nation, one national identity. The government should move towards it. I don't know whether there'll be political consensus, but if you ask the people of India, they'll be very happy with it. We'll leave it there for the moment. Thank you.